ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਹੈਡਲਾਈਨ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਮੈਂ ਹਾਂ ਰੁਪਿੰਦਰ ਕੌਰ। ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ 99% ਸਮਾਲ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਓਨਰਸ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਐਂਡ ਇਕੋਨਮੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਅਹਿਮ ਰੋਲ ਅਦਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਕੱਲੀ ਅਜਿਹੀ G7 ਕੰਟਰੀ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਬਾਕੀ G7 ਕੰਟਰੀਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ। बीते दिनी मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्मॉल बिजनेस एंड एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन मैरी एंग खास तौर पर पहुंचे ब्रैम्पटन, जिथे उन्हें ब्रैम्पटन बोर्ड ऑफ ट्रेड के नुमाइंदियां नाल खास गलबात की अते स्मॉल बिजनेस ओनर्स की अहमियत नूं दर्शाया।
ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਵਪਾਰ ਅਤੇ ਆਰਥਿਕਤਾ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਵਧਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਸਮਾਲ ਅਤੇ ਮੀਡੀਅਮ ਸਾਈਜ਼ਡ ਐਂਟਰਪ੍ਰਾਈਜ਼ਸ ਮੁੱਖ ਭੂਮਿਕਾ ਨਿਭਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ। ਸਮਾਲ ਅਤੇ ਮੀਡੀਅਮ ਸਾਈਜ਼ਡ ਐਂਟਰਪ੍ਰਾਈਜ਼ਸ ਲਈ ਐਕਸਪੋਰਟ ਓਪਰਚੁਨਿਟੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਟ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆਫ ਸਮਾਲ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਐਂਡ ਐਕਸਪੋਰਟ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਮੈਰੀ ਇੰਗ ਨੇ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਮਾਲ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਸਟੇਕ ਹੋਲਡਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ।
We've put in place, working collaboratively with other jurisdictions as well to support small businesses and to support their growth through export.
ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆਫ ਸਮਾਲ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਐਂਡ ਐਕਸਪੋਰਟ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਆਨਰੇਬਲ ਮੈਰੀ ਇੰਗ ਨੇ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਮਾਲ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਸਟੇਕ ਹੋਲਡਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ। ਇਸ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਕਸਪੋਰਟ ਅਤੇ ਐਂਟਰਪ੍ਰੀਨਿਓਰਸ਼ਿਪ ਦੀ ਤਵੱਜੋ ਨੂੰ ਹਾਈਲਾਈਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ।
We are really looking forward to working with Canadian businesses to help them become more export ready so that they can take advantage of over 1.5 billion new customers just in the trade agreements that we have secured recently. So whether it is with the Asia Pacific countries like Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, these are part of the 11 countries as part of the CPTPP agreement, or with the European Union, or with Canada, United States and Mexico. This is about helping our businesses become more export ready so that they could grow through exporting.
ਇਹ ਬੈਠਕ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਬੋਰਡ ਆਫ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਦੇ ਦਫ਼ਤਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ, ਜਿਸ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਯੂਨਾਈਟਿਡ ਸਟੇਟਸ, ਮੈਕਸੀਕੋ, ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਐਗਰੀਮੈਂਟ ਵਰਗੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਡੀਲਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਵਿਸਥਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਰਚਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ।
Actually, purpose of this meeting was to ਇੱਕ ਇਹ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਕੰਟਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਤਜਾਰਤ ਬਾਹਰ ਨੂੰ ਐਕਸਪੋਰਟ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ। ਇਹ ਓਨਲੀ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਜਾਂ ਨਾਰਥ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ, ਬਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਬਿਯੋਂਡ ਦਾ ਬਾਰਡਰਸ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਹੋਰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਐਕਸਪੋਰਟ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ 'ਚੋਂ ਐਕਸਪੋਰਟ ਬਾਹਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦੀਆਂ ਅਚੀਵਮੈਂਟਸ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੋਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਸਮਾਲ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਇਨਕਰੇਜ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਸਾਰੇ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਜਿਹੜੇ SMEs ਓਨਰਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਆਨਸਰ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ। ਸੋ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਚੰਗਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਹੋਇਆ।
ਜਿਹੜੀ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਐਗਰੀਮੈਂਟ ਯੂਰਪ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਣਾਈ ਗਈ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, CPTPP ਜੋ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਕੰਟਰੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਐਗਰੀਮੈਂਟ ਸਾਈਨ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਐਂਡ ਈਵਨ USMCA ਜੋ ਹੁਣ NAFTA ਜੋ ਨਵਾਂ ਨਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਉਹਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਯੂਨੀਅਨਸ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੇਜ ਇਨਕਰੀਸਿਸ ਮੈਕਸੀਕੋ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਲਾਏ ਗਏ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਬਿਜ਼ਨੈਸਿਸ ਲਈ ਚੰਗੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ।
We live in really interesting times. The ideology of our neighbors to the south, our trade partners, has changed quite a bit, and this is requiring small businesses to develop their confidence and courage to seek out new customers in new markets.
ਜ਼ਿਕਰਯੋਗ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਮਾਲ ਅਤੇ ਮੀਡੀਅਮ ਸਾਈਜ਼ਡ ਐਂਟਰਪ੍ਰਾਈਜ਼ਸ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦਾ 99% ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਲਗਭਗ 10 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਹਾਰਡ ਵਰਕਿੰਗ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨਸ ਸਮਾਲ ਅਤੇ ਮੀਡੀਅਮ ਸਾਈਜ਼ਡ ਐਂਟਰਪ੍ਰਾਈਜ਼ਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਇਸ ਬੈਠਕ ਦਾ ਮੁੱਖ ਮਕਸਦ ਸੀ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਜੌਬਸ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ।
And to talk more about it, we have in our studio Minister of Small Business and Export Promotion, Mary Yang. Hello and welcome to BDC.
Thank you so much, and it's so great to be here.
It's our pleasure. Minister, new portfolio and a combined portfolio. What is your vision on small business and export promotion?
Well, I tell people that it's my job, and the mandate I have from the Prime Minister is to help our Canadian small businesses start up, scale up and access new markets. And it's to help small businesses work easier and help them understand the services that we provide to them.
Minister, small and medium-sized businesses are key components in expanding Canadian trade and economy. How government is putting emphasis on supporting these businesses and creating new ones?
Sure. Small businesses are really the backbone of our Canadian economy. They make up 99% of all of our businesses in Canada are small and medium-sized businesses. And yet, only 12% of our small and medium-sized businesses export. And of those that export, they largely export into one market. So we have a wonderful opportunity to help increase those exports of Canadian small businesses globally. So to diversify their growth into global markets, let me give you an example. Our government has successfully negotiated the trade agreement with the European Union through CETA. We have just ratified just a couple of weeks ago in Parliament the trade agreement with the 11 countries in the Trans-Pacific Partnership. And these are countries like Japan, Australia, Singapore, Vietnam, just to name a few. And we've also negotiated the agreement with US and Mexico. In these trade agreements alone, it provides access of up to 1.5 billion customers for our Canadian small and medium-sized businesses. So I'm really looking forward to working hard for Canadian small businesses so that they can become export ready to take advantage of these customers globally.
When we talk about the global market, as you mentioned in the meeting with the Brampton Board of Trade, that a word needs Canada. But do you think that globally that branding is strong enough to get that trade opportunities in Canada?
Yeah, you know, the businesses that I've talked to and when I've been out there internationally, Brand Canada is absolutely strong. And there really is an opportunity for our Canadian enterprises or Canadian businesses to grow. Canada is the only G7 country that has a free trade agreement with every other G7 country. We have free trade agreements in addition to the countries that I mentioned earlier, with countries like Israel, with Chile, with South Korea. So we have access to about 60% of the world economy through our trade agreements. So there really is an opportunity for Canadian businesses to diversify and to grow, and by growing through exporting globally.
Well, Minister, we'll continue this conversation with you, but after a short break. So it's time for a short break. As you mentioned, the small business, they are the 99% makers in Canadian economy. If we talk about small business, they cannot run without the support of the government. What are the new insights and programs and funding by the government which can benefit small owners? Because I know there must be many, but they are maybe not known to the small business owners.
Yes, you know, I was at the Board of Trade this morning in Brampton, and I was saying to people that, you know, I'm the Minister for Small Business and Export Promotion, and I put an emphasis on promotion because I agree with you. I think that we could continue to share the information that we are doing to help small businesses in our country. So in January of this year, there will be another reduction of the small business tax to 9%. So under our government, we've gone from 11% to 9%. This effectively makes Canada one of the most competitive and one of the lowest tax rates for small businesses among our G7 countries. We have also worked with credit card companies to help credit card companies lower the fees that they charge businesses, so that when a consumer is paying by credit card, we've helped to lower the fees that the credit companies are charging. So whether it is lowering the small business tax, which will help with about $7,500 for small businesses, which is quite a lot, I mean, at the end of the year, or helping them with credit card companies to reduce the fees that are charged, another up to $7,500. This is tangible. It's tangible to help small businesses become more competitive and to be sensitive to their costs as small businesses. That's just a couple of things that we have been doing to help our small businesses.
Okay, and since you have taken up this portfolio, we have seen you more promoting about the government programs. Government has introduced these programs, but why they are not known to the public?
I think that's why I'm here talking to you and talking to many, many small business owners. I've been in this portfolio for just under 4 months. I've met over 1,200 businesses across the country, and I will continue to meet with them. But it is we do need to make sure that businesses know about what it is that we are doing to help support their efforts. I would also, I also want to plug a little bit the Women's Entrepreneurship Strategy. The Women's Entrepreneurship Strategy is the first of its kind in Canada. We have launched it, and it's a $2 billion investment for women entrepreneurs and women-owned businesses, women-led businesses. Why is it important? Well, earlier I said that small and medium-sized businesses make up 99% of all businesses in Canada. Only 16% are owned or led by women. And yet, studies tell us that if we help increase the number of women businesses and increase women's economic empowerment into the Canadian economy, by 2026, we can add up to $150 billion of incremental GDP to the Canadian economy. I have a mandate from the Prime Minister to double the number of women-owned businesses, women entrepreneurs by 2025. So I think if I do my job right, we absolutely can improve the growth of women entrepreneurs, women-owned businesses, but most importantly, to contribute to the Canadian economy and help create good middle-class jobs right here in Canada.
Definitely, women entrepreneurship is important for Canadian economy as the ratio is very low right now. As you mentioned, out of 99% of small business owners, only 16% are women. How are you emphasizing to help them grow?
Sure. So we've made a $2 billion investment, but I'm going to highlight a couple of things that I think are really important. And because we're doing the interview today, the applications are still open. So I announced a Women's Ecosystem Fund. It's an $85 million fund that is applicable across the country. And a Women's Ecosystem Fund is intended to fund those not-for-profit organizations or those organizations already providing support to help women entrepreneurs start their businesses or grow their businesses. So whether it's helping women entrepreneurs get access to capital or get access to mentors or the expertise that they need to help them start or grow their businesses, that's one announcement that I made recently. The second one I made is for the Women's Entrepreneurship Fund. This is a $20 million fund, and those women who already have businesses right now, who are looking to grow, maybe they're growing here in Canada or growing by export, the grant is going to be up to $100,000 for each successful applicant. And this is intended to help, again, stimulate greater growth for our women entrepreneurs and our female-owned businesses. There is great potential. And as I said, I have a mandate to double the number of women entrepreneurs by 2025. And it isn't only the right thing to do, it is the economic right thing to do because it's going to help our bottom line. If we're able to add up to $150 billion in incremental GDP by 2026, it is a great return. That'll be a great return on our investment.
Definitely, we are looking forward to it. Apart from this program, there are many other programs for small business owners like Innovation Canada.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about it? We know it's a one-stop shop, but tell us more about it.
So most of the small businesses, if not all of the small and medium-sized businesses that I talk to, what is it that they don't have? They don't have a lot of time. They need information that is available to them. They need it available to them that's easy. So the one-stop shop really is about being able to go on to innovation.ca, and in about 2 minutes, it'll ask you a number of questions, and within about 2 minutes, you're going to get a series of, answers or a list of supports or services or programs that might be suitable for you as a business owner. It isn't, searching through a bunch of websites and trying to figure out, is this one for me or is that one for me? This one really asks you the questions. How big are you? What are you looking for? Are you looking for capital? Are you looking for talent? Are you looking to export? So it asks you a number of questions, very, very simple, because we wanted to make sure that we had a tool that is available to small and medium-sized businesses who already don't have a lot of time. And there are many services, not only by the federal government, but by other levels of government and by other levels of organization. So we've put this together with the services on the back end, and really with it being very, very focused on the small business owner so that they can answer a number of questions, and voila, information will be readily available to them. It's been up for about 8 months. We've had about 150,000 businesses get on there. And of course, we know that that we're looking for feedback as well. We want this to keep improving and to make it work for small business owners. But of the feedback that I've received so far, people are quite pleased with it because it's giving them tailored responses to the needs of their particular small and medium-sized business.
During these 4 months, you have met like 1,200 small business owners. What are the concerns you think they have put up and they still need to be addressed, still need to be focused?
So I've met with a lot of businesses where there's actually a lot of positivity and a lot of optimism. In fact, just earlier today at a roundtable I was speaking at, a few of the business owners said to me, they said they really appreciated the tax cut. They think that that's making a real difference to their bottom line because costs matter. But they are looking forward to learning more and understanding how best they might be able to become more export ready. So learning about the Trade Commissioner Service and the fact that they operate in 160 countries around the world. And these are Canadian trade officers that work in different countries around the world. And their job is to help Canadian companies understand what a local market looks like and help make introductions for them and actually help them try to grow their businesses in that particular market. It's helping businesses understand programs like CanExport, which we added to in Budget 2018, which really is about for those companies that want to go abroad to do more market research or to attend a trade show internationally so that they can look to grow their business. It's to give them some support to do that. So I'm looking forward to keep meeting with businesses. Businesses tell me that they want the government to be sensitive to regulatory burdens. So we are doing that. I, as the Minister for Small Business, I'm the advocate for small businesses. I want to be sure that as we do our work in government, that we are very mindful that we don't create, we don't make it difficult for businesses to do business. So it's been really great to be able to meet the many businesses, business organizations, so that I can hear from them how better it is that we can serve them to help them be competitive and successful and to grow their businesses so that they can create more jobs here in Canada.
And how you are making sure to reduce red tapeism?
So we are, we have an initiative where we don't add regulation without removing regulation. So even having the discipline of being sure that as government makes its laws and rules and regulations, that we aren't adding to that burden. So I'm very pleased that our government has a great track record. We have removed regulation, and it is something that we are doing very deliberately while ensuring that health and safety and what regulations do to protect Canadians are in place, balanced against the needs to make sure that there isn't any undue burden for small businesses.
Thank you so much for sharing all this information. Any message for small business owners?
Well, I would encourage business owners to go and check out innovation.ca because I've talked to a lot of businesses, and as you said earlier, we can always do a better job of making sure we communicate and letting companies know that we're a small business friendly government, and I'm looking forward to keep working hard on their behalf.
Thank you so much for visiting our studio and sharing all this information.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you.